Talk of the Town. I'm Robyn Zimmerman, along with my colleague, Marcus Walsh, who is a play-by-play sports announcer for WHHI-TV. We're in the throes of football season.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to take a look. Well, hi. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Let's take a look back to the game that we produced last week, which was the JP.
We saw John Paul II against Battery Creek now a week and a half ago. It was the first game of 7 that we're going to have here on WHHI this season.
Right.
And it was quite a game. Battery Creek was looking for their first win in a couple of years, and by George, they got it. Kudos to John Paul II. They played really hard, but this was a game of trenches football. We talk about that all the time. Yeah. Offensive line and defensive line going at it, trying to find holes for somebody to make plays. And Thomas Gem for JP2, and Derek Smalls for Battery Creek. Those were the two guys that had outstanding ball games. We gave the MVP to Derek Smalls. He was a facet on defense, he was a facet on offense, and special teams. He was in the middle of it all and scored a bunch, got a lot of all-purpose yards.
So
he was the real deal.
At the Beaufort season, I know this week, and then we're going to broadcast the next week's game.
That's right.
But what's going on this week?
Real quick, the final score of that game was 41-26, Battery Creek over JP2, and we'll see. JP2 yet to win a game this year. We'll see how they do down the stretch, but I'm looking to cover Beaufort against Goose Creek this week, and then we will see them next week here on WHHI against Battery Creek. We'll be back at the Creek in Burton, and with an improved Battery Creek team, they're going up against a very good school in Beaufort. They have athletes, they have players, they have great coaching, but a big key is going to be health, obviously.
Right. You were saying that about Beaufort, that they're not healthy right now.
They're not particularly healthy right now. They're looking to catch a break to try to get a victory. I think they could very well do that this week, but a big key is going to be Samari Bonds. Is he healthy enough to play the next couple of games?
The quarterback?
Yeah, he's the Beaufort quarterback and got a little bit of an ankle injury right now, so we'll see. Battery Creek very improved. They're looking strong. I think they could possibly be 2-2 by the time that Chris Tremblay and I see them in a week and a half.
Because Daniel is in Jekyll and Hyde at the Sea Hill Cultural Center, which opens this weekend. He's actually the lead, so he won't be with you next week.
Chris Tremblay. Chris Tremblay is going to be joining me. He's going to be doing color commentary. He hosted the Golf Zone with Daniel Court, Bob Stevens years ago. He actually did play-by-play and possibly some color commentary for football years ago, working with Bob and myself. So it's great to bring Chris back. And I asked him, I said, I know play-by-play is a little bit more your suit, but obviously with me taking the helm with that, you mind doing color for a week? He said, no, not at all. So I'm looking forward to getting back working with Chris.
Well, it's great that we've got someone that can fill in.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's good. So what else is on the horizon? So we're going to be broadcasting next Friday.
That's right.
I don't know what that date is. Is that the 20th?
That'll be the 20th.
Okay.
The 27th, we will have the huge matchup between Hilton Head and Bluffton.
And you said Hilton Head is doing pretty well, but Bluffton?
Bluffton's better. They've got a little bit, of a better path, although they got beat last week. And beat soundly. So this 6-4A region, Robyn, is just incredible. May River is improved. Bluffton, is always strong. Hilton Head, you can never count B.J. Payne and those guys out.
Right.
And then you've got Beaufort, who came from 8-3A back into what was formerly 7-4A, now 6-4A. Right. You can never count them out because they're championship level caliber team. Right. And then obviously other teams in the Loco area, as it were, are really good too, and we're going to be able to see them both on the private level and the public level coming up as well.
Well, our whole team is out when we broadcast the football games, and from what I understand, we actually did some live. We were live last Friday or a week ago Friday for that first game, so that's pretty exciting.
Very exciting.
Jeremy Pope is our, our production manager.
Couldn't do it without Jeremy. Couldn't do it without Maria Soden
and
everybody else.
And Joe Keith and the whole
Everybody's
team.
Terrific. I want to give a quick shout out too to the Loco guys, Justin Jarrett, Wes Kerr, Max Araj, the entire team. I've got a Rolodex in my phone, essentially. Yes, that's a word that I just used, of folks that I've been talking with And I'm doing more with Loco. They're terrific as well. Shout out to Justin and the crew.
Yeah, well, sports is a big part of our broadcast network.
Yes,
and
indeed.
Our offerings for our viewers. So thank you so much, Marcus.
Thank you, Robyn. Good to see you.